We will get started, guys. We're just gonna use weights today. Don't forget, I'm just gonna say this now because I might forget, but next week it's 9:30, right? I'm back to school drop-offs, so 9:30 is what it's gonna have to be. Hope that works for everybody. Yeah, we're gonna start with weights, standing. Let's see if I in there. All right, so feet, just about a distance apart. I'm gonna be off my mat because we'll do a little balance again. Yeah, and just stand nice and tall, give those shoulders a little roll down. Press right up through those heels. All right, and then just nice and slow and controlled. We're gonna start only arms up, and then just control those arms back down. So remember, think about your core as you're moving. Think about that belly button pulling gently in towards your spine. Think about that neutral, so you got that little space behind your low back. Your ribs are still tight around your center. Control, we're gonna go 4 more, just arms. And go for 3, up. And control, what a beautiful morning. Up. And control, last 2. Inhaling up. Exhale down, and then go 1 more. Inhale, reaching right up, and then stay there. Now arms wide, and then squeeze them back together. Inhale out, and then exhale back in. So remember, your back doesn't arch when you do that. Keep your ribs tight around your center. Open and squeeze. Go 4 more. Control, and 3. Control, last 2, out and in, and then go 1 more, go out and then stay there, turn your palms up, tiny little bend in those elbows, and then palms down. Go up and down, up and down, go 6. Growing tall, keep that pressure into those heels, watch your knees, they're not locking right. 4, and down, go 3, and down, last 2, up, and down, last 1, go up and down. Stay right here. Now from here, arms are gonna come down, and then they're gonna go up all the way, right above shoulder height, so like you're making the whole wings of your snow angel, all the way up, reach, and then control, keep those palms facing down, go for 5, inhale up, watch your shoulders, and 4, up, and reaching as you open, 4 more. Control, last 3. Control, last 2. Control, and then go 1 more, all the way up, and then open, lower down. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll down. Now bend your elbows so they're at 90-degree angles. Hold there. Nice, strong wrists so you're not doing anything crazy with those, they're staying long. And then from here, we're gonna bend. I'll show you that again. So we're gonna bend, lead with your tail, ribs are tight around your center, and then stand all the way up, just extending those arms. So if you're doing a bicep curl in, exhale, press into your heels as you stand, go 5, exhale, press, go for 4, 3, 2, and then 1, you're gonna stay right here. So making sure your ribs are still tight, you're still in neutral, so you're not tucking under in any kind of way. And then from here, shift your weight so you have a little bit more weight into your, or actually a lot more weight into your left heel. Holding there, you're gonna start to pick up your right. So I'm on my right tippy toes, really light on those toes. And I'm gonna kick my leg out behind me. And then I'm gonna pull it back in. So arms will stay still to start. Exhale, press into your left heel, feel your core engaged to keep you steady. Kick that right out, and then pull back in. Let's do that again. So out, and inhale in. So you can stay like this with your arms, or you can reach your fingertips away from those toes, reach, and then pull back in. Go for 6, and in. Exhale, 5, reaching, and in. Watch that left knee. Remember, it's still pointing straight ahead. Don't let it fall out. Go for 4, abs deepen, in, 3, and in, last 2, and in, ready, 1 more, all the way out, stay there, swing those arms all the way down, and behind you. So now your hands are reaching back to those, or your fingertips are reaching back to those right heels. Bend and extend. Still pressing through that left heel. Bend and extend. Go 5. Keep pressing into that left heel. 4. Nice long necks. 3. Hips are square. 2. Last one. Exhale back. Stay their arms out. Squeeze in. Open and squeeze. Go 6. Just small. 5. Squeezing upper arms together. 4. Squeeze together. 3. 2. Squeeze. Last one. Squeezing in. Lower those arms. Step your foot forward. Stand all the way up. Give your shoulders a little roll down. I'll show you the front. Bend those elbows again, 90-degree angles. So you're back here. Hinge your upper body forward, keeping the weight into your left heel again, so same leg. We're gonna kick our right out to the side. So try not to move too much over to the left as you do this. You're gonna try and stay straight up and down on your left. Right, out, and in. Out, and in. Now look down slightly so your neck stays in line with your spine. And in. Ready? Add those arms. You're gonna reach, and in. Exhale, reach, and in. Go 5. And back, go for 4. And back, go for 3. And back, last 2. Bend in, last one, out, staying right there. Drop an inch, up an inch. Tail drops an inch, tail up an inch. Try not to move your hips over to the side. Going down and up, go for 4. And up 3, relaxing through those shoulders. 2, and up, last 1. And up, bend that leg in, bend those arms in, stand all the way up. Give your shoulders a little roll out, give those legs a little shake out. And then we'll do the same on the other side. All right, we're gonna start actually just like this, with feet hip distance apart. We're gonna do our double leg squats like we did to find our center again, and then come into the single leg. So bend those elbows 90 degrees. This time have your palms facing one another. Dropping. Inhale down. Exhale up. Finding that center point in your body. Heels are pressing evenly into the mat or the ground. Down. Press, go for 3. Go for 2. Exhale, press. Last one, stay there. Holding, so shifting your weight into your right heel this time. Kick your left out. Lengthen, the top of your head reaches from that left heel. And then pull in. Exhale. And in. So find that long line with your spine, reaching top of your head away from that heel. In, add those arms if you want. Reach and back. Go 6. And back, constant pressure up into that right heel. Keep that right knee pointing forward. 4. And then go for 3. And in, last 2. And back, last 1. Staying there. Lower those arms all the way. Reach behind you. Now from here, turn your palms to face down. Lower and lift. Lower and lift. Go 6. Constant pressure up into that right heel. 5, 4, 3, exhale up. 2, exhale up. Last 1, exhale up, stay there. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. Go 6. And 5, 4, squeeze. 3, squeeze, last 2, last 1, squeeze in, lower those arms, step your legs together, all the way up, take a breath, give your shoulders a little roll down, and then we'll do this side. So again, bend your elbows, the palms face one another, bend those knees, tail drops, chest comes forward, ribs are tight around your center. Now from here, press up into your right heel, try not to shift too far to the right, and then come in. So exhale. Inhale in, think of staying up against a wall here with your right side. And in, exhale. Do it again. And in, add those arms if you want. Reach, this time keep your arms straight. Reach them out, keep them straight. Exhale. Inhale, in, go for 4. Inhale, in, go for 3. And in, last 2. And in, last 1, let's go out, stay right there, drop an inch, up an inch, lower, and lift. Go for 5, press through that right heel. 4, don't let your hips shift too far to the right, your tail moves back instead of to the side. Last 2, last 1, up, step in, lower, give those legs a nice little shake out, come back to hip distance apart. Let's reach forward, press through heels evenly, standing up. Do that again, in, finding that center point again in your body. Even pressure through those heels, through your toes for 4, 3, exhale wide, 2, reach, ready, 1 more, stay low. Bend your elbows in, holding here. You're gonna stand up like you did, except now you're gonna come up onto your toes. Hold, heels, and lower. Up, lift, hold, inhale, lower, and down. Straight up, lower, and down. So remember when you stand up, so you're hinging forward here, you're standing up tall, you're not hinging forward, you're minimizing the hinge. Straight up, straight down, and down. Go 4 more. Up, top of your head reaches, down, and down. Go for 3. Up, down, and down. Last 2. Up, down, and down. Last 1. Up. Stay here with your heels lifted. You ready? Bend your knees. Keep your upper body pretty straight up and down. And then inhale down. Control. Ribs back. Don't let those knees fall open. Knees are reaching straight forward for 4. Go for 3. Inhale down. Exhale up. 2. Inhale down. Press evenly through those toes. 1 more. Inhaling down. Exhale straight up. Drop your heels. Drop those arms. Give your shoulders a little roll out. Good job, guys. Okay, come onto your mats. Feet are going to be about hip distance apart. There we go. All right. So feet about hip distance apart. Okay, weights by your sides. So nice and relaxed through your upper body to start here, feeling that your feet are just evenly weighted. Inside and outside of your feet are pressing. Knees are reaching straight up, so those inner thighs are working a little bit so your legs don't just flop. Tailbone is heavy and tipped away from you, so you're neutral. Rib cage is tight around your center, shoulder blades flat, and the back of your neck is just relaxed. Your head is heavy. All right, so from here, just turn those palms to face up, making sure you can touch your heels with your fingertips. Belly button pulls in towards your spine. Press through those heels as you lift, holding up here. So feel your knees reaching away from the top of your head. And then slow and controlled roll down. Come right through to neutral. Hold at the bottom, take a breath. Ribs stay tight. Let's do it again. Belly button to spine. Holding when you're there. Again, slow and controlled rolling. Come to neutral. And again, last 2 like this. Belly button in. Articulating through that spine, so feeling each vertebra touch down 1 at a time until your tailbone touches. Then you can have a little relax, that's your tailbone tipping away. And then do that opposite on the way up. Tailbone picks up first. All the way up. You're resting your shoulder blades there. Now let's stay right here. From here, if you want, you can use your weights. You don't have to. We're going to reach our right arm up. Shoulder blade is heavy. Reach your left arm up. That left shoulder blade is heavy as well. So from here, reach just your right arm overhead. And then right arm back up. Now just left. Reach.
and back up. So as your right arm reaches, we kind of want to relax through our hips, right? Don't let anything happen there. Feel that your weight stays even in those feet. Hips are evenly lifted. And up, let's do that again. Reach. And then reach all the way up. Stay right here. Now from here, open just your right arm up to the side. Press back up. Now just your left arm, open it out and press. Still keeping that weight even in your feet, even on your shoulder blades. So shoulder blades stay glued to that mat the whole time. Go one more right here. One more left here. And then slow and controlled roll all the way down. Come right through to neutral. And then lower your hands down by your sides. So you can keep your weights in your hands if you want. We're going to start just legs moving. So keep your left knee pointing straight up. You're going to open your right knee out to the side. Exhale, keeping that left hip heavy. Bring that right leg back in. Now, right hip stays heavy as your left opens out, only as wide as you can keep this right knee pointing straight up to the ceiling. And then come back in. So you can also have your hands on your hips just to kind of pay attention to what's going on with your pelvis. You don't want anything to shift. That's the name of the game. Keep everything totally steady. Let's go left. And then come right back in. Now start to think about what is moving your legs. I want you to think about your deep core, keeping your pelvis still. And then your inner thigh is pulling this leg back in. So engage that inner thigh, squeeze in. Transverse is keeping your pelvis still here. Ribs are heavy, left opens, left inner thigh squeezes back to your midline. Go one more each way. Thinking about that opposite leg as well. And then go here. Let's go out. Exhale, pull back in and stay. Now grab those weights. Reach your arms up, holding at the top. Now we're going to open our right leg out. Open your left arm the opposite way. So right leg, left arm, pause. Feel that your weight is even on your shoulders, even on your hips. And then bring both back through center. Now switch, right arm, left leg. Right knee and left arm are reaching straight up to the ceiling. So as much as we're thinking about the leg and the arm that are moving, you also need to think about the ones that are staying still. That's a huge part of this. And then pull back in. Let's do it again. Open, control. All the way back. And again, open with control. All the way back in. Now let's go same arm, same leg. So let's go right arm, right leg. Left side of your body stays really nice and heavy. Feel your abs have to work a little bit more here, right? And then pull back in your obliques in particular. Left arm, left leg. Right obliques are working really hard to keep you heavy on that right side. All the way back in. Switch again. Inhale out. Left arm, left knee reaching up. And left. Inhaling out. All the way back. Go one more over here. Exhale up. And then let's go one more left. Reaching, right side of your body stays heavy. All the way in. And then lower those hands down by your sides. Take a breath. You're going to bring your hands behind your head now. All right, so let's add a little upper abs to this. So tuck your chin gently. Exhale, peeling up to flexion. So holding at the top, we're neutral, right? So we have our little space behind our low back. Pelvis is nice and square, so evenly weight. That's what I want you to really focus on here, keeping that weight even in your hips. Now from here, open your right up to the side. Left knee is reaching straight up, so you got a perfect view now. Left knee up. Right out to the side, hips stay even. As you bring your right leg in, curl your upper body up an inch. Now do the same thing left. Left leg opens, upper body drops slightly, and then. So remember when you're moving your upper body, you're moving your rib cage. I'm moving my rib cage away from my hips right now, and then I'm going to move my rib cage close to my hips. Rib cage moves away from my hips, and then rib cage moves close to my hips. Inhaling back, Looking to the ceiling slightly, exhale, curl. And again, inhaling, watch that right hip, don't let it move. Let's do that again. Inhale, back, exhale, up, and go left. Inhaling back, exhale, up. Last one right here, lengthening as you come back. Exhale, curl, and one more left. Right hip stays heavy. Exhale, curling up, holding there. Slowly, let's lower all the way down. Take a breath, bring your hands down by your sides. All right, so belly button to spine, again, make sure you can touch your heels. Belly button to spine, press through those heels as you lift up. So heels approximately underneath your knees, ribs stay tight around your center. It's gonna be really easy to arch your back here or drop down. Try not to do either. If you're finding it difficult, we're gonna lift the leg here in a sec. If you're finding it difficult to stay balanced on your shoulders, try not to compensate by doing that or that. Just bring your toes down. I'm gonna give you the modification. So don't change your torso, change your leg, all right? So take a breath and really listen to your body. This is really hard. So if you feel your back, bring your toes down like I say. So even weight on your feet right now, and even weight on your shoulders. Your gaze is straight up to the ceiling, so you're relaxed through your neck and knees, shoulders. Now from here, press into your left heel. So give an extra press through your left heel. You'll feel your left glute engage. That's what we want. Your left knee is reaching away from you. Left inner thigh is squeezing towards an imaginary ball, like you have the ball between your inner thighs, okay? Now from here, lift your right heel. I'm still pressing totally into my left heel. I've lifted my right heel. Now I'm gonna float that right leg up. So if you feel that you can't keep your hips even, like this one's dropping, or something funny is going on and you feel your back, just bring your toes down, just have a light touch with your toes. That's absolutely fine. If not, keep this guy up here, and we're gonna drop. Inhale down, hips drop together, hips lift together. So try and keep your knee over your hip like that. Go for 4 more. Inhaling down, exhale, press through your left heel as you lift. Go for 3. Remember, if you feel your back, just bring your toes down. Still tons of work like this. Last 2. Last 1. Exhale up, staying there. Now from here, reach, and then pull in. If you have your toes down, just keep your toes. Just pause and hold. Go for 4. Reach, and in. Watch those hips. Go for 3. And in, go for 2. And in, go for 1. Reaching, bring that leg in, lower those toes, ball and heel, roll all the way down. So articulating back down, let that tail tip away, hold when you're there, and then come back up, belly button to spine, exhale, holding at the top. So now I'm gonna press into my right heel, so all my weight shifts to my right, not gonna let my hips move though. Right knee is reaching away, right inner thigh squeezes towards that imaginary ball there. Lift your left, remember, stay here or come up here. All right, 6, lower, go for 5, lower, go for 4, control, exhale up, 3, control, last 2, control, and up, ready, 1 more, control, exhale up, stay there, reach, and in. Exhale, reach, and in. Remember, you can just pause here if you're keeping your toes down. Go for 2. Last 1, reach, back in, lower toe, ball, heel, and then roll all the way down and hold at the bottom. Awesome. All right, so keeping those feet about hip distance apart, we're bringing hands back behind our head. Inhale, nod your chin, exhale, heel forward. So you're looking towards those knees. Shoulder blades are lifted. You're gonna just keep your upper body here for a little bit. So really feel that your head is heavy in your hands. That's important. Bring your right heel up, left heel up, so you're light on those toes, right? Right leg up, hold there. Keep your left exactly where it is. You're gonna reach right, hips stay evenly weighted, right in. Inhale out, exhale in, keeping your upper body totally still to start. 2 more, reaching and in. Ready, 1 more. Let's reach Pull back in, stay there. Now reach your leg, reach your right fingertips away from those right toes, lengthen, you're almost touching the mat, not quite, and then curl all the way up. You got 6 like this, inhaling back. Deepen those abs, go for 5. Reaching long. Go for 4, reach it out. Go for 3. Last 2, lengthen. Last 1, lengthen. All the way in, hand back, lower those toes, lower your heels, take a breath. You're gonna do the same thing, other side. So again, tuck that chin. Lift your right heel, lift your left, staying there. So you're light on your toes, lift your left and stay. So just like out and in. Keep that right hip heavy, reach and in. Right toes stay as light as you can keep them for 5. For 4, curling forward, so you're looking to those toes. 3. Last 2. Last 1, reach and in, ready, add that arm. So left fingertips reach from left toes, come super low, don't quite touch, and then curl. Go 6, inhale back. Light right toes. Go for 5, 4, 3, lengthen and in. Last 2, lengthen and in. Last 1, reaching, hand back, lower your toes, lower those heels, and then lower your upper body all the way down. Grab those knees, give them a little hug in. Roll one way, roll the other, and then roll yourself up to seated. All right, left knee underneath your left hip. You're gonna kick your right leg out to this side. So hold when it's out there. Your right toe should be pointing approximately, I mean, it's okay if you're out to the side a little bit, but try not to, I want your leg parallel, not laterally rotated. So I mean, knee is pointing forward-ish, not to the side. All right, and then just start with your hands behind your head. So kneel up nice and tall on that left knee. So your spine lengthening, so those ribs are staying nice and tight around your center there. And then from here, we're gonna exhale. Actually, let's inhale. Inhale up. And then exhale over, like you've got a big beach ball right here. So go up and over as far as that feels good for you. And then control back up. So let's think about this. Right waistline is lengthening on the way over, left is shortening. Opposite on the way up. Right waistline shortens, left lengthens back up. Go 6 here. Inhale up and over. And 5, up and over. Right waistline is long, left is short. Right waistline shortens on the way back up. 3. Last 2. Up and over. Control, and then go 1 more. Up and over and stay. So from here, we're gonna come up just an inch and then over an inch. Up an inch, over an inch. Then it goes right obliques, I hope. If not, get a little further into it. Go 5. 4, right ribs get a little closer to your right hip. 3, 2, last 1. Exhale, let's come all the way up. Bring your right hand down, reach your left arm up and over. Hang there, take a nice little breath. All right. And then come back, you're gonna pop your left hand down underneath your left shoulder. If this bothers you, you can come down onto your elbow like this, and if this doesn't feel good, you can come all the way down to line, flat. Okay, so I'll do 1, the hand down. But if this bothers you, remember, wrist or all the way down. So reaching out to my right toes, my right leg is still parallel, so my knee is pointing pretty far forward. Left ribs are lifting. I'm nice and strong through this shoulder without locking my elbow. So tiny bend in that elbow, and then I'm gonna lift that leg up. So lift, and then just barely tap. So we could do this lying flat, totally fine. Just adds this other couple of elements of stability here. We've got shoulder stability, and then tougher for pelvic stability with your hips lifted, right? But totally fine to keep them down. We've got 4. And down, lengthening that spine, keep it nice and long. Watch your left elbow. Last 2. Control, ready, 1 more, go up. Stay, up an inch, down an inch. Up an inch, pause, down an inch. Go 6. And down, exhale, 5. And down, I can show you what it looks like flat. 4, you would just be here. Up and down. 3, up and down. Last 2. And down, last 1, lifting up, stay there. So if you're lying flat, you're just gonna move the leg. If you're up here, you're gonna move your upper body and your leg. Knee towards your leg, or knee towards your elbow. And do that again, in. If you want even more, you can in, and then reach long. Go for 5, in. Remember, if you're lying flat, you're just moving your leg. Go for 3, in. Last 2, in. Last 1, in. Exhale, out. Come all the way in, and then lie flat on your left if you're not there already. So you're gonna lie about here, 90-degree angle with your legs. So your back is against the back edge of your mat, your shins are against the front edge of your mat. Knees up to the level of your hips, keep those hips stacked. So from here, lift that right leg up, hold it when it's up there. So you're right into tight, hips are still square, shoulders are square. Lower and up. Inhale down. Let that head just be heavy in your hands or in your elbow. Inhale down. Inhale down to let those hips move. Focus on that outer glute. You're working as you lower. You're working as you lift. Go for 3, 2, last 1. Go up, stay there. Now from here, you're going to extend your leg, kick out through your heel, reach all the way out. Lengthen those waistlines, and then pull back in. Do that again. Exhale out, really reach. Keep your waistline as long as you bend in. Now, if you want, you can grab a weight, or you can without a weight, you can just add your arm. We're going to kick out and reach, and then pull back in. Exhale. With even just a little bit of weight, even just moving your arm, you feel those obliques a little bit more, really getting that length, and then pulling in that extra bit of stability work. Out, and back, go for 4, and go for 3. And in, ready, 2 more. And in, and then go 1 more. You're gonna reach out and stay. Turn your palm to face down. Bring your arm maybe 6 inches forward and your leg 6 inches back. And then come back to your midline. So you're in a straight line. And then reach forward and back again. Hold, hips stay even. Control. Ready? You got 6. And in. You've got 5. And in. 4. And back. 3 more. Watch those ribs. Don't let them pop. Feel that core sit around your rib cage, holding you tight. Last 2. Ready? 1 more. Stay there. Up and down. Up. Pause and down. Go 6. Pause and down. 5 more. Pause and down. 4. And down. Last 3. And down. Last 2. And down. Last 1. Up. Holding there. Come back to your midline. Bend that leg in. Reach that arm up. And then just keep your arm where it is. So hand right above your shoulder. Last little bit here. Just reaching that arm. And then control back up. If you want a little extra glute, you can add back your glute into this. Reach. And up. Keeping that neutral. Go 6. Controlling that arm. And up. Go for 5. Nice and controlled. Reaching. Keeping those shoulders stacked. One on top of the other. The main focus is the shoulder here. Really think about your shoulder blades being flat against a wall. So your right arm is not going to move forward. Got it? Last 2. Last one, inhale down, exhale up, lower that leg, lower that arm all the way down. Okay, come onto your back. Let's give our right foot a little bit of a stretch out here. So right foot in front of your left knee. Just hug in there, thinking of your waistlines both staying even to start. Hips are even, just open that right leg out to the side. So just take a couple breaths there. And then hug your left knee in. If you want to deepen that stretch, or just come onto your toes. Keep pressure onto that right to really feel that stretch in that outer glute. And then you can just drop your heel, drop that little leg, and then come all the way up. We're gonna do the same set on the other side. So have a weight hand, we will use it a little bit. So have your right hand down. Remember, if this doesn't feel good, having your arm down, you can just like totally flat, all right? So starting with your, oh wait, we're not starting there at all. We're starting here. Then we're gonna do that. So left foot, left toe is pointing forward, left knee is pointing forward, right knee directly under your right hip, so you're lying up, and then hands behind your head. So lengthen your spine to start. Waistlines are the same length, right? Now we're gonna shorten this right one. We're gonna lengthen our left as we come up and over. This big beach ball right here. And then shorten your left as you come back up. So whichever waistline works better for you, thinking of, I like to think of my outside one. So my left is lengthening on the way over. Really lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Your right is, of course, shortening. And then shorten that left on the way back up. Again, go for 6 like that. Inhale, up and over. Let your head move with you naturally. And if it doesn't feel good with your arms, you can have your arms here. And over, left obliques, pull you back up. Go for 3. Crunching left back in. Go for 2. Crunching back in, and then go for 1 more. Up and over, holding there. Now from here, come up just 1 little inch, and over an inch, just small. Up and over. Your right knee stays under your right hip. Don't let your hips kind of shift. Go 5, just small. 4. Last 2. Last 1, come all the way up. And that right arm overhead, reach down towards those left toes. Take a nice couple of breaths here. And then, now we will bring our right hand down. So hand under your shoulder. Remember, this is where you can lie flat. Left knee is still pointing forward. So we're here, if your neck bothers you at all, you can bring your gaze to look down or lie flat, okay? Exhale up, hold. Inhale, control. So get that pause. And then down, lifting from the outside of your left glute and thigh, controlling down, hover. Keep that working as you lower. Go for 4. Tons of core stability, keeping those hips even. 3. Last 2. Last 1, let's go up. Stay right there, pulse up 1 more inch, down an inch. And down go 6. Exhale, 5. Exhale, 4. 3. 2. Last 1, up. Stay there. You're ready. We're going to bend that knee in towards your elbow. In, and then reach. In, shortening that left waistline. And exhale out. So you can add that arm if you want. Reaching long, really think length. In. Crunching that left waistline in for 4. Reaching out. Go for 3. Watch that right elbow. Don't let it lock. Last 2. In. And out. Ready? 1 more. Let's go. In. Exhale out. Lower down. Come on up. And then just lie flat on your right side now. Right knees in front of your right hips. Long waistlines. So top of your head reaches from your tail. Ribs tight around your center. Shins up in line with the front edge of your mat. you're gonna lift and then just stay right there. So holding that leg up with that outer glute, we're just gonna lower to a hover. Inhale down, exhale as you lift. So thinking about this outer glute, of course, but also thinking about your core working to keep your body still. We've got 5, 4, exhale, lift. 3, exhale, lift. Last 2. Last 1. Exhale up, staying there. Now from here, you're gonna reach up through your toes, and then you're gonna bring this leg back in. So if you want, you can add an arm to this. We can reach out. Or you can just keep your arm down, doesn't matter. Exhale out, reach. Inhale, pulling in. Exhale, 5. Inhale in. Exhale, 4. Inhale, and let's go for 3. And back, last 2. And back, you ready? 1 more. All the way out, stay right there, turn your palm down. Now we're gonna hinge that arm forward slightly, hinge that leg back slightly, and then come back through center. Hips stay stacked, one on top of the other, controlling back, reaching fingertips from toes here, and then reach forward and back, and control. You got 5. And control, you've got 4. And control, 3. Leg back, arm in, last 2. And in, let's go 1 more, reaching out, stay there, lift up 1 inch, down 1 inch, 1 inch up, 1 inch down, go 6. Abs deepen to keep you steady. 5, just super small, leg is behind you, arm is slightly in front of you. 3, 2, last 1. And then bring that arm in, bring that leg in. You can lower your arm right down, or you can lower your leg right down if you want. We're gonna do this last little bit of arm here. You can add the leg if you want. Inhale down, exhale up. Watch those hips, don't let them move. Same with your shoulders. We've got our deltoid working, our outer glute, outer thigh. All those little muscles in your shoulder working to keep your shoulders steady. All those muscles through your core, keeping your pelvis steady. 3, last 2. Ready, 1 more. Inhale down, exhaling up, lower, and then lower all the way down. All right, onto your back. Again, we'll give our left a little stretch. So start with your right foot down. Just open that left knee out to the side, thinking about your hips being evenly weighted here. So just a couple of breaths. Keep those ribs nice and tight around your center. And then hug those right knees in. So you can be on your tippy toes. You can hug in like by pulling your leg in a little tighter if you want. Keep that left knee turning out. And for 1 more nice deep breath, let's just check our time. Perfect. Okay, guys. So from there, come up to seated. Grab weights. You don't have to use them, but I'll give you an option. So we're gonna sit tall. So head, shoulders, ribs, hips, all nice and stacked up. And then we're gonna reach our arms forward. So you can use weights, you don't have to, doesn't matter. I'm gonna not use them. So reach your arms, shoulders down, and then pull your belly button into your spine as you roll back. So belly button in, like we would do with the squishy ball. Holding there. If you have a ball, you can use it if you want. Shoulders relax, and then use your core to pull yourself back to seated. So instead of using your hip flexors, think belly button to spine, lifting up, sitting tall. Ready? Again. Rolling back. Take a little bit of a breath. And then again, hold yourself back to seated, nice and tall. Go 2 more just like this. Belly button and rolling. Remember, you're in a round back here, not a flat back. And then all the way up. One more, rolling back, belly button just fine. Now hold this little scoop. Shoulders are down and away from your ears. Arms are gonna come straight up and then down. So again, you can do this with weights. It does not matter. It's really hard without keeping your body still, so up to you. Go for 3. Controlling down. Go for 2. Controlling down. Go 1 more. Inhale up. Stay right there. Take a breath. Now from here, right arm out to the side. And then bring your right arm back in. Keep that little scoop. Left arm out. Left arm in. Let's go right again. And up and switch. And up. 1 more right here. Back in. 1 more left here. Back in. And then use your abs. Come all the way back to seated. Lower those arms. Your shoulders a little roll out. And then again, come back to seated. Nice and tall. Holding there. You ready? Arms are going to come straight up here and then they're going to drop behind your head. So don't change a thing as you bring them down. Now twist to the left. Exhale. Inhale back through center, twisting right. Really feeling those ribs twist around your spine. Even weight on your hips. Back through center. Again, left. Don't let those hips move as you twist. Really spin those ribs. Back through center and then switch. Back through center. Let's do that again. Exhale, twisting left. And back and exhale, twist right. And back. 1 more each way. Exhale, twisting to the right. You're going to stay here. Open your arms. Bring them back to your head. Go 3 more. Keep that twist. Maybe twist a little more. 2. Last 1. Back to your head. Now over to the right. Last one over to the right. Holding here. Open and back. Go for 3. And back. Last 2. And back. Last 1. Out. Back in. Back through center. And then use your abs to come all the way back to seated nice and tall. All right, now come to a 4-point kneel. So hands under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. All right, nice long waist lines. Feel your tail reaching away from the top of your head. All right, so even weight on your knees, even weight in your hands. Kick your right leg straight out without letting your weight shift left. Hold there. So you're gonna drop your toes down, curl your toes under. I'm in a neutral spine right now. I'm gonna come into a round back as I lift my left knee. So I'm gonna lift my left knee and around my spine. I'm gonna look to that knee and then I'm gonna drop it back down. All right, so really important when you pull this in, you don't shift your weight. You're just lifting straight up and then down. And then lift this right up, squeeze, tap your toes down, lift straight up in space and down. Right, drop your toes and down. Go 4 more. Right, drop those toes and down. Go for 3. Squeeze, drop those toes and down. Last 2. Squeeze, drop your toes, tuck that chin. Ready? 1 more. Up. Drop those toes, squeezing in, lower down. Now lift that right leg up again, hold here. You're gonna bend your knee in and up. Bend it in, just barely tap and squeeze. Go for 6. Go for 5. Thinking length through your spine, not letting your hips shift to the left. It doesn't matter how high you lift. It's about stability, right? You do not want to move your hips left. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Up. Bend that leg in. Sit yourself back. And sit to a little child's pose there. Give your wrists a little shake. If they were bothering you. A little bit of a shake out. All right, perfect. And then come back up. So we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. So knees hip distance apart, press into your knees, press into your hands. So you're neutral, evenly weighted, your core is engaged before you start. Now kick your left out, lift it up, so you're there, and then you're gonna drop your toes, lift your right, rounding your back as you pull in, and then down and lift. So remember, what we don't wanna do is shift our weight forward or backward, all right? Just a lift straight up. So let's lift, tap, and then scoop and lift. Watch those elbows. Lift, tap, and down. Go for 5. Lift, tap, scoop, little pause, and down. 4 more. Tap, and down, and 3. Last 2. Lift, tap. Last one. Lift, tap, scoop, down, and then lift that leg up. Bend your knee in and squeeze. In, exhale, squeeze, not letting your weight shift right this time. So that would look like this kind of a thing. Go 5. Watch those elbows, nice long spines. 4. Ribs are tight around your center. 3. Last 2. Last 1. Exhale, squeezing back, bend in, open those knees again, sit back to a shell stretch here. Weight right back to those heels, reach those arms nice and far forward. Okay, and then come back up. So hands back under your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. This time we're gonna come into a full plank. So kick your right heel out behind you, reach through that right heel. Watch those elbows, kick your left out as well. So keeping your core engaged, ribs are tight around your center. From here, I want you to bend your knees down, almost touch the mat, and then you're gonna press yourself back to a downward dog. Take a breath here, feel those tails lifting up to the ceiling, ribs tight around your center. Now we're gonna come back into that bent leg position. So we're gonna shift our weight forward, we're gonna bend our knees, almost touch, and then again, press and reach back through your heels. Holding here, if you have a stretchy mat, you might need to adjust your hands. And then that stretches out on you. So again, shifting that weight forward, then those knees, keep those abs engaged, barely touch. Press through your heels. Reach, we got 2 more like this. Again, shifting that weight into those wrists, and then down, back, and back. Last couple here. Weight forward, bend those knees. Little pause just before you touch. Press those heels right down. And then 1 more like that. Shifting that weight. Press all the way back. So holding there. Bend your right knee, press your left heel down. And then switch. Really press through those heels. Keep that tail lifting right to the ceiling. And again, switch. And switch. And then drop both heels nice and low. Lift them nice and high. And then drop them down. We're going to walk our hands into our feet, right, left. Right, left. Hang in that forward fold. Give your head a little rock back and forth. Keep those heels pressing. And then let's just stack all the way up. So pressing through those heels as you come all the way up to standing. Give those shoulders a little bit of a roll down. And you are all finito. Thanks, guys. Hope that felt good. Remember, I did remember, next week it's gonna be 9:30. This class is gonna be 9:30 on Mondays. All right? I'll see you then. Enjoy the rest of your long weekend. Looks like a perfect day. Bye.